Hello, welcome to helpyourmath.com. Today we'll be finding all the solutions to the equation by factoring. This level is elementary algebra and our problem is x squared plus x equals 12. Now the first thing we want to do when we get a problem like this is get everything on one side of the equation. So our first step is going to be to transpose the 12 from the right side to the left. To do this, we subtract 12 from both sides. Now when we subtract 12 to both sides, one side is going to have two 12s cancel out, which gives us a 0. On the other sides, we're going to get all three terms. So we have x squared plus x, take away 12. Now that we have everything on one side, we'll take a look at the middle term and the final term. Our middle term is positive 1x, and our final term is negative 12. Now, the way this works is we want to find all the factors of negative 12 that add up to the middle term's value. To do this, we're going to have to literally break down every factor of the negative 12. So we'll begin with the first factors of 12, which are just 1 and 12. Then we have 2 and 6. We have 3 and 4. And now for the sake of all the arguments for negative 12, we're going to take the same list of numbers and reverse them in order. 4 and 3. We have 6 and 2, and finally 12 and 1. Now the reason why we have twice the numbers listed is because there are two ways to make negative 12, and that depends on which number is negative and which number is positive. So let's make the first number here on this list negative and the second number in this list positive. Now once we have all the factors of the number, what we want to do is add each of the numbers going horizontally over to the right. The first set of numbers gives us a positive 11 sum. The second set of numbers gives us a positive 4. The third sum of numbers gives us a positive 1. The next set of numbers give us a negative 1. The negative 6 and 2 give us a negative 4. And finally the negative 12 and 1 give us a negative 11. Now what we're doing again is looking for the sum that gives us a positive 1. And if we look on this list on the right side, we see the positive 1 is the sum of negative 3 and positive 4. So here I'll just box this in. As we found the two pairs of numbers that add up to positive 1, all we have to do is open up two sets of parentheses with an x in them and insert the two numbers in any order we want. So here we can insert a negative 3 and a positive 4. Now we've completed the factoring process, so all that's remaining to do is to set each factor equal to 0 independently, right? So here we're going to take the x minus 3 and set it equal to 0, and we're also going to take the x plus 4 and set it equal to 0. Now the final step here is to take the additive inverse to move these numbers over so we could get the solutions to each factor pair. So the first solution we're going to get is this one by using the additive inverse on 3, the negative 3 with a positive 3. We add these up, these two will cancel out. We get x is equivalent to 3. Here's our first solution. And our second solution here, we subtract 4 to both sides. And we have x is equivalent to negative 4. And there we have it. Our two solutions to the problem are x is equivalent to 3 and negative 4. All right?